Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a pretty intriguing thing where there's a brand new PlayStation change that people are arguing should have happened years ago. But at the end of the day, it actually turned out pretty cool because we finally have a brand new PlayStation 5 update implemented. Now, this is going to be a little bit more of like, I guess, a smaller but kind of gooder thing, maybe more so for the future and longevity of the PlayStation 5 console. And it's also somewhat relates to, as well, if you guys remember, the CMOS battery. Now, if you guys missed that, the CMOS battery is basically like an internal little baby battery, as its name, that was installed into the console itself. And whenever that battery would die, whether it's from like say a GameCube cartridge or a Game Boy cartridge or other various games, consoles, whatever, it's like a little baby electronic battery. And whenever that was gone, the console would basically be unusable, donezo. And this is somewhat of a similar vein, but for a different type of hardware for the PlayStation 5. And now with the brand new PlayStation CFI 2116 model, it looks like everything is now changing and is updating. So let's go and dive in the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. We have the brand new giveaway down below up on Twitter, so join that on up. And of course, don't forget we still have a bajillion different PS5 Pros up on sale. Stock is going low on those. We also do have the PS5s, PSVR 2, etc. All these types of things all linked down below for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. Check those on out. So as I mentioned, this is not like a crazy big change up over here, but this is in regards now to the update on the PlayStation 5 disk drive. So let me try to explain this because this is actually a bigger deal than we'd probably expect. But it's not like a game changer, but it is big. It's like a big picture thing kind of thing. So if you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys do. The PlayStation 5 has a digital edition and then also has now added a PS5 disc edition. The disc edition itself, well, I'll be honest, was kind of not working. Now it was working, but you need to have an internet connection to fully go and launch it for the very first time to connect the disk drive to the console. Now you guys might it's weird. And first impression is not the biggest deal because most of us probably are watching this on your internet connection, your phone, Wi-Fi, or if you guys even want to leave a comment down below, do you watch your phone, iPad, laptop, desktop, TV, whatever? Let me know down below. But it's basically you had an internet connection to go utilize the hardware on your console. And many people are kind of thinking why the heck do I need that? Because it's just a random piece of plastic plugged into your console. And because of that, you need like I said, you need to have an internet connection for boot up. I think it's only for the first time, but still to go and have it able to go read your disk drives, kind of assess the data, use Blu-ray, whatever it might be. Now, people did go raise a little bit of a to it when it first came out because people were looking into it and then realized, in the future, think 20 years, 30 years down the road when PlayStation servers do eventually go offline. And we do touch on this on the channel every now and then because, we've covered how the Nintendo eShop goes down, the CMOS batteries like we discussed. And it's an intriguing thing because it does matter. This is more so for people who have their consoles for 20, 30 years. Maybe not right this second, but it still matters. Or if your console gets broken, or if they stop making hard drives in the future, especially for retro people as well. And though that's the problem. You plug in these disk drives as we're showing up on the screen itself that were also sold $80 separate attachments. You plug it to the console and everything at that point just wouldn't work if you don't have internet. Or whatever it might be. You have to reset your console, things break, things get disconnected. There is a major issue with it. Now, right now, though, as we mentioned, the brand new PlayStation 5 model. There is a brand new PS5 model. We'll have to do a deep dive to go and see if this is anything super new or if it's just the ones we've covered a few months ago that were making their way over from Australia or not. I'll double check for you guys. But with the brand new update, it seems like they finally fixed it. If you have the disk drive, you do not need to have an internet connection whatsoever to go play or have it read any of your games, etc. And this is where people are showing actual video proof of it, where you just go and it's just plug and play. You plug in the game, you don't have to do any major updates. You can even see on the video itself now, finally, you put in the disc itself, and then it instantaneously will read it, go to Asher's Playroom, and even if you don't have any internet connection, no updates or anything like that, it's totally fine. Now, like I said, this is kind of a small update, it's not a major game changer, but people are pretty happy with this because it shows, and this is also another part 2 of this deal, all PS5 Pros and prior PlayStation 5 consoles do not work like this. This update has not hit them yet, and we're not really sure if they plan to. But the big picture of this all is it shows that it is possible. And that's what people want. This is a very small update. I keep on saying it so people don't flame me, be like, oh my God, what are you doing? But it is interesting for me to talk about. I love the retro gaming sphere, etc. So if you guys don't mind, like, don't mind me. But when it comes to this stuff, it shows that this technology is possible, that PlayStation themselves can go and fix this, and they do also listen to the community's concerns, especially for the retro gaming sphere, or as well the future longevity where the PlayStation network may go offline. And once again, that is, I think, usually more in retro. Just think like the PS1 at this point. Think PS2 at this point, maybe even PS3 very soon, where the servers and everything will be shutting off. Same thing too as well with the Nintendo eShops and Nintendo stores. Things do go offline. Eventually servers, look at even the Halo games, rip in peace for them. Eventually things do go offline, and eventually you have to go and cut costs, or you don't have these big networks, or you only have a few thousand people, even that, playing on your old systems, and eventually you do have to go get rid of them all. And it's just a sad thing. It is a sad thing, because as I say, I'm a retro guy. I collect everything. I still have my Super Nintendo. I still have my GameCube, especially. I love my GameCube. That was my little baby back in the day. That was my first ever gaming consoles. And because of how they were set up, I still can play every game on there and keep all my discs. And I always kind of want to do that for my PS5. I do have a little bit of a retro swing myself. So I think this is a good update. I think it's a big change up too as well. So this is also just the random code for this all as people were looking into it. Now, as I mentioned, this does have a big tie-in too as well with the CMOS battery. The CMOS battery itself is, like I mentioned at the start of the video, a little magnet that you place into your console, and whenever it does eventually get depleted, it is done forever. That means your console is just not usable and it's not a real thing anymore. Now, PlayStation did also listen, because that was a big concern for the PS5, where they made it so the PS5 Pro is very easily and readily accessible. There's basically an easy slot for people to go and just screw on things and remove things from the PlayStation Pro to get to the CMOS battery, and go and be able to replace out that same battery to keep and add to the longevity of the consoles themselves. So this kind of goes to show that PlayStation, although these are small baby things, like the CMOS battery is something 20, 25, 30 years down the road, or a disk drive not having internet is maybe the same 15, 10 years down the road when the PlayStation network goes offline. But it is nice to go and see that these updates are actually being listened to from all the complaints, and they're being fixed. Now, the one last thing, as we mentioned, is this is not for all of the PS5 Pros or current generation other PS5s. This is just for the brand new iteration, the brand new PS5 model. But nonetheless, it shows that this technology is possible, and it can hopefully be retrofitted back to all the prior consoles, like the day one consoles, to go make everything just seem a little bit better, seem a little bit smoother, and make it so we have a more of a better long-term retro PS5. Now, like I said, this is a very small video, but I thought it was kind of fun to talk about, so I wanted to. I like the console preservations and retro gaming, as I mentioned, so if you guys don't mind that at all. So leave a like if you guys didn't hate the video, or as a big reminder to go check out all the links down below for the Cyber Monday deals. The PS5 Pro is still up on sale for the cheapest it's ever been. Thank you everyone who's been using the affiliate codes down below. The PS5 itself, the disc, digital, PlayStation VR, Portal, etc., all down below on all these various retailers. Amazon, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, etc. And of course, we also do have the giveaway down below, so make sure you guys do have the notifications on and check out the links or check out the second channel, whatever you guys want to do. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.